ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we're here with Cold Steel. We finished chapter 3 last time, so like, you know, we're doing it. We're going big. I'm trying out a new position for my microphone where instead of above me, it's underneath me now. So it's like I'm more talking directly into it because I think it ups the sound quality and like kind of gets rid of a little bit of the background noise. So we'll see. It might end up picking up more sound from my TV, but like who knows. So yeah, we're gonna go for like 2 hours as usual, but this will probably be like 800 hours of cutscenes because it's the beginning of the 4th chapter. So fucking get hype, you know? Nordia Province, northern area, skies above the Isengard Range. Oh shit, Animu? Oh no. It's just a weird anime-looking skybox. The Imperial family's high-speed cruiser, Courageous. Damn, Cedric the Entertainer. So what the fuck? Every student at Thor's is generic except for the 3 we know? Shit's whack. It was Hugo, right? I believe that was Hugo. Ah, Viscount Victor S. Arcade. Still the pilot, huh?
We are now over the western part of the Isengard mountain range. Estimated arrival in Heimdall is 1410.
Maintain current course and speed. Once we reach Ulster, adjust course to run parallel to the railroad.
Aye, aye, Captain.
You have my thanks, Your Grace. Your assistance this past week has been
God,
invaluable.
Nightheart looks whack as fuck with this art
Think
style,
nothing
dude.
of it. This is the Crimson Wing's job, after all. I've no doubt your first bout of field exercises in Northumbria saw you even busier than I. It is I who should be thanking you for your hard work.
To be honest, I'm having a difficult time deciding how to proceed as a teacher.
Perhaps that is a sign of General Craig's influence. I would advise you to follow your own convictions for the time being. That way, you may...
Ah, instructor. There you are.
Cadet Arner.
Greetings, my lord.
Seeing it up close, the Courageous is truly amazing. And though it was barely used during the Civil War, its main cannon is certainly impressive as well. Perhaps we should consider deploying a number of cruisers to match our fleet of battleships.
Cadet.
It is true that during an emergency, such power may prove beneficial. Learning when to use one's power and when to refrain is an important lesson. If that is the lesson your field exercises have taught you, and I'd say it is safe to declare them a success.
Yes, of course. My thanks, Captain Arcade. I look forward to seeing you again. I wish you luck patrolling the summer festival alongside my older brother.
Huh? Olivert? Is it the Summer Fest? I don't think that's true. Unless there are multiple summer festivals other than the one in Ordis, but... The fuck? Oh, you remember what we didn't? You don't remember, probably. But
Damn it! How many times have they slipped away like that now? There's no end to
in
it.
2, you fight like a
We need help from the
ghost down
intelligence
here. Am
division
I
or
thinking
the
of
RMP?
Dragon Quest 11? Weird.
Man, it'd be nice if all we had to deal with are those half-wits. But we can't afford to let our guard down. Spread out and lay low until the appointed time. Be sure you've got your ramdas ready to use.
Roger.
Recommencing mission. Red flowers?
Oh boy. Cryptids. Oh, that's a
I don't
big
think
boy.
so.
Oh, Vita. She burning him.
There's no end to them.
I like Vita's new look.
The eyes which served as the vessel for the bringer of miracles.
Outside of the side
But when the
ponytail.
flame consumed the mirage, the fairy tale became that of the Empire. So as a professional, how do you intend to intervene?
Oh, was I that obvious? To be perfectly honest, I'm having a bit of trouble finding a lead.
Thomas!
I was hoping we could work together as friends and colleagues and have ourselves a little information exchange. I could even help you bury the hatchet with the elder of your clan, perhaps?
That's right. You have an agreement with her, don't you? Well, I'll consider your offer. However, I ask that you play nice from now on, Mr. Former History Instructor. Or should I say, Second Dominion, Thomas Lysander the Partitioner.
Thomas's glasses are fucking buck wild, dude. Why do they look like that? It is weird now that you can, like, see through the lenses, too. You could not previously. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, I could admit, if my glasses had fucking swirls in them, that would be the worst. The Valflame Palace, Esmeralda's Garden. Emperor Eugene III. Empress Priscilla.
I would not have expected that Olivert would be missing the party like this.
It is unfortunate, yet understandable, given the current situation. With the Crimson Wings safeguarding Heimdall's skies, I'm sure the citizens will feel at ease.
Yes, but I can't help but feel bad for him. I wonder if he's been upset over Cedric's actions of late.
Olivert isn't the type to let that get to him. You should know this as well as I.
Oh my god. You always come in to remind me
No,
that I
you're
accidentally
right.
didn't turn on the hot cam. Might be.
He was only a young boy when he lost his mother and was adopted into the royal family. I would have understood if he hadn't accepted me, given his early life.
Whoa,
But he
what?
gladly welcomed me as his stepmother and was truly happy when Alphen and Cedric were born.
Yes, that is the virtue he possesses.
Olivert is
It's easy
adopted?
to believe he has friends not simply across Erebonia, but the entire continent.
That's probably why he's cool.
Yes. However, recently, even though Cedric once looked up to his older brother, he...
Pardon me, Your Highness. Chancellor Osborne would like an audience.
Very well. Send him in.
Chancellor Osborne just gonna bust a cap in them and overthrow the government? I feel like he's like one step away from that.
My apologies for interrupting, my liege. You as well, Lady Priscilla.
No. It's quite all right. I shall excuse myself now.
Yeah, we were just talking shit about our garbage son Cedric.
She seems to have some worries about the prince.
It is to be expected, so long as she sees things differently from you.
Understood.
In any event, it seems things are beginning to line up with what was written in the records.
Yes, though we set the timing for the Civil War ourselves. By this point, however, the ending is all but decided. But are you certain this is all right? Leaving everything in my hands?
As I told you 14 years ago, if there truly is no other way to avoid this end, then I shall leave it all to you. It may place a great burden on my sons, but could not the same be said of you?
Yes, my liege.
Radiant Heimdall. Oh, I gotta push a button. I didn't even have the controller in my hands. Alright, that was 14 minutes of cutscenes so far. Let's see how long they can go. Oh boy, they skipped my birthday. Fuck. With July, summer was in full swing in Leaves. Oh man, the summer jam from the first game is so tight. But it seems like they're going to keep the same music here in Leaves. However, with Thor's move back toward being a traditional military academy, no summer uniforms were given out. Students at both the main and branch campuses were only allowed to remove the inner lining from their normal uniforms. As students across both campuses were wilting under the sun's harsh rays, a certain event was about to take place that would bring them all together. Oh man, we're gonna get to interact with all the generic NPCs and Cedric and his two homies? Dang. Fourth period, Erebonian history. Up till now, we've covered an overview of the time period from the Great Collapse to the modern era, but starting this week, we'll be taking a more in-depth look at certain key individuals. We'll start with Dreikels Rhys Arner, father of the Imperial Renaissance. Oh boy, that was a weird angle. 250 years ago, he brought the War of the Lions to a close, ushering us into a modern era. Though he was born as the third prince of Emperor Valius V, he was born out of wedlock and ended up abdicating his status and wandering the Empire. He found himself at the edge of the Empire, the Nord Highlands. There, he was welcomed by the nomadic tribes and spent a few years with them. Meanwhile, the Emperor's mainland had been plunged into a bloody civil war. Originally, he had no interest in the throne, but once he saw the toll of war was taking on his country, he decided to put an end to it. He decided with only 17 followers, 16 Nord warriors who decided to join him and his confidant, the Knight Roland. Half a year later, though, Prince Dreikels would have a fateful encounter in the southeast of the Empire, Legram. The daughter of the Count and leader of the Einsritter, Leanne Sandlot, the hero otherwise known as the Lance Maiden.
I have a question. Was that person you and the other instructors fought the real Saint Leanne?
Yeah, I've been wondering the same thing. Saint Leanne is a legendary knight. There's no way it was actually her, but I heard the fight was intense. Well, instructor?
Without a doubt. She was tremendously strong, and that aura of hers certainly seemed real. But it's possible one of Ouroboros' members is just posing as her.
No, we know it's real.
Let's put that aside
Come on,
for now.
Reen.
Don't
be stingy.
By the way, 254 years ago today, on July 4th, the War of the Lions came to an end. Damn! Now keep in mind the test will cover the events from just before to just after the War of the Lions, so make sure to review that time period thoroughly. I hope you all played Final Fantasy Tactics on the PSP. I hate to admit it, but he really is good at teaching. Well, to be fair, he himself was a student just last year. I heard his grades were pretty high, too. He looks great in glasses, too. Homeroom. Anyway, our 4 days of midterms will begin tomorrow. General studies, military science, arts, information processing, combat technique. There'll be a lot to cover, so good luck. Ugh, you rattled us off like it'll be easy. No way all that is going to be easy. I suppose we'll simply have to trust in everything we've learned thus far. By the by, a little birdie told me the contents of our exams and the schedule will match that of the main campus. I wonder, will our grades be posted alongside theirs? That's right, both individual scores and class averages will be posted at both campuses, so it should be worth your time to study, wouldn't you agree? It's so blatant. So you're gonna make us compete? And our little crown prince is gonna be handed first place on a silver platter, yeah? I can totally see that happening. No, that won't happen. In the past, Thors was split up into nobles and commoners, but grading has always been done fairly. The instructors I know at the main campus wouldn't let grades be tampered with like that, so at the very least, the exams will be a level playing field. Huh, if you say so. There'll also be a little reward waiting for you guys once the exams are over. You'll have a free day this weekend to look forward to, so give the exams your all. I'll be giving the exams for Erebonian history and combat technique, so please ask me anything you're confused about before tomorrow. All preparations for the exams have been completed. Grades will be posted alongside the main campus, and I don't expect there to be problems. Our curriculum should be in sync thanks to the OrbitalNet. It's great that we were able to work with the main campus instructors to come up with exam questions. All that's left is for the students themselves to show us what they've got. Jaeger Corps have been confirmed retreating from the Empire since last month's field exercises, and according to the Intelligence Division, it would appear the Society has withdrawn as well. I see. Well, if that's true, it's great news, but maybe we can stop being fully clenched all the time now. We cannot let our guards down completely, but for the time being, we can at least allow them to just be students. Take care not to disclose any information regarding exam questions, but feel free to clarify any questions the students have. Be a simple guiding hand in their studies. Looks like Big Bad Mr. Michael has really toned it down. He's always been very serious and responsible, but it seems like he's been thinking with the students in mind recently. Let's do our best to be as much help to the students as we can today. Right, we've still got time before the school closes for the day. Well then, let's split up, gang! The exams will be held over the next 4 days, and then this Sunday is a free day. The location of our next field exercise will be announced too. It's gonna be a busy few days. Looks like everyone's working together to brush up on their weak subjects. I guess I'll make my rounds and talk to any students who look like they're having a tough time. That aside... Ouroboros in the Black Workshop. I wonder if the principal and the professor know anything about him. Today's free before the exam. Talk to specific characters today to trigger study events. The main story will progress after you've seen all the key events and used up all your study points. Reen got a massage. So that was like, what, 21 minutes? Holy fuck. How to put this without sounding silly? Thank you for such a nice present. It's such a beautiful and elegant design that I didn't even realize it was a pinky ring at first. I thought it was an engagement ring, which would have been fine by me, really. Just kidding, duh. Thanks a ton, Reen. I'll be sure to show it off on a special occasion. Damn, she really threw me for a second. Ah, whatever. Just glad she likes it. Sending a woman perfume, Master Reen? My, are you ever bold. And I happen to love the smell of roses. I'll be certain to wear this the next time I see you. I will, of course, be keeping this a secret from Lady Elisa, as should you. Maybe I pushed it if it's a gift that we keep a secret. Well, she clearly likes it, and that's all that matters. I used the antique coffee grinder you sent me right away. In a word, it's incredible. There's this aged, profound flavor I've gotten with it that's like I've been sent back in time. A cup in the morning with it, and I'm good to work for the rest of the day. Come visit the Oast District when I'm home, and I'll brew you a cup. I knew a coffee connoisseur like him would appreciate it. I'm already looking forward to that cup. Please, thank you. I tried that pure white soap you sent me, and the results were wonderful. Using it makes me feel as moisturized as when I bathed in the hot springs at home. I'd let you see for yourself if I could. Jesus Christ. Perhaps I'll have enough set aside for our next hot springs visit. Not so sure about that. We're old enough that we shouldn't really be bathing together anymore. It's nice that she's already making use of the soap, though. Yeah, you probably should not bathe together with your fucking sister, Reen. What? The Eastern tea you sent me was just delicious, Reen. I did have a difficult time bringing out its true essence, mind. Eastern and Western teas are prepared very differently, I've come to learn. I think you would be better at it. I'd love it if you could teach me your ways. Oh yeah, I didn't think about that when I gave it to her. I like the idea of teaching her how to prepare it, though. Ooh, Major Michael, we stopped him. What do you got to say, bro? Looks like all the students are studying hard. The scores will be ranked individually as well as by class. I wouldn't mind seeing our students do better than those at the main campus. Yeah, that'd be nice. Okay, so we got 3 hot study tickets. I'm probably just gonna do Kurt, Yuna, and Altina. Oh wait, did we look at our hot picks? Photo of Jingo. Photo of Ferris. Yeah. Wow. Wonderful stuff. I won't talk to them right now. We'll go in here, though. Excuse? Creating clean water during a disaster. Prepared container, pack bottom with cloth, pack charcoal, sand, and pebbles in that order, pour water out, and wait. This is like something they teach actual soldiers in the front lines. I'll need to make sure everyone memorizes this. That's weird, Reen. Alright, let's see, do I... Lenora, what do you got, Kraken? Why is all this Empire history stuff so tricky for me? Do you get any of this, Leo? I can help you with the crossbell stuff. I'm all set when it comes to stuff about the ocean, but anything else, I'm at a lost cause. I get that it's important to know history so you can learn from it. But do we really gotta memorize all these names and dates? Ugh, I feel like my head's about to explode. Seems like they're cramming for their history exams. They look pretty focused. Maybe I can help them out a bit. Sure. Hey, Yuna, Lenora. Sounds like you two might be having some trouble. Instructor Reen? Well, you're kind of at the root of all our problems right now. I guess that's one way to put it. As my way of apologizing, how about I help you study? For real? Oh man, that'd be great. This part we covered in class just recently. The War of the Lions began in 947. Can you name the 3 events that led directly to it? Excuse me. Let's see. The War of the Lions was a battle over succession. So the first reason was the death of the Emperor Valius V. Yes, that's exactly right. The next is the assassination of Prince Manfred, right? He was supposed to be emperor. But isn't it just those 2 things? Well, to be fair, the third reason's a little tricky, but it's also the most direct cause of the war. All the remaining princes trying to claim the throne at once. Oh yeah, that's right. Oh, I get it. The first one to try to seize the throne was the 4th prince, Orthos. Then it was 2 years after the war began that Dreikels raised an army to put an end to it. When you explain it in steps like that, it's easier to understand. Yeah, there's a lot to remember, but I feel like it's better organized in my head now. Glad to help. No matter how the question is actually written, as long as you understand the sequence of events, you should be able to answer. I hate to admit it, but he's kind of reliable. Why don't you just appreciate him for what he is? I hope I was able to help you guys, even a little. Oh, and while I'm here, let's go over the different battlefields with you. After that, Reen continued to explain various points of the War of the Lions in a simple and accessible way. Your bond with Yuna strengthened. I don't want to fucking read any of this. Exams are tomorrow. Oh, I'm so anxious. I'm sure Instructor Beatrice came up with a comprehensive set of questions. Reen, do me a favor and make sure to tell all the students to really study, okay? I will. But Lind, you really need to relax. You won't make it through the week at this rate. You're right, I'm sorry.
Let me know what you need. Stay safe.
Stay safe. Okay. Damn, she got glasses too? There we are. Oh, Principal Le Guin, you wear glasses? It's a little surprising. Well, actually, for some reason, my vision is unusually keen. I can see everything in excruciating detail from up close to a great distance away. Sometimes I find myself getting annoyed by specks of dust floating in the air. So to combat this issue, I commissioned these glasses to suppress my vision. What the fuck? That's somehow not surprising at all. All that's left to do for exams tomorrow is to leave them to the students. Is there something you'd like to ask me? About Ouroboros, perhaps? Yeah, so you knew. What are your thoughts about the report that the Jaegers and Ouroboros have pulled out of Erebonia? I'd certainly recommend taking it with a grain of salt. The Ions, the Black Workshop, there are far too many unseen forces at work here. I agree. Regarding the Maiden, we've reached an answer of sorts, for better or worse. Huh? She definitely called upon her full power when fighting the 2 of us. But what if there was something more to her, something beyond the power of a human? If she's out of the picture for good, then that's fine. Otherwise, we need to be ready for her, and by we, I mean all of you. Understood. I'll definitely keep that in mind. Aurelia Sans cape? That all-time woman from the main campus seems quite talented. We worked together to create the art portion of the midterms. Ah, Instructor Mary. I remember thinking the same thing when I was a student in her classes. I remember she had some issues with her family. I wonder how that turned out. You mean the talks of an arranged marriage? She mentioned it, but it seems she has feelings for one of her coworkers now. She seems so earnest, I couldn't help but give her advice on the matter. It must be Instructor Makarov. Thinking back, there did seem to be something between those two. I don't want to imagine what advice the principal gave, though. Weird costume. Oh shit, what the fuck? It just gave us everyone now? Yikes. Damn, Sans cape? The glaces. Okay, that's weird. Still trying to time. Thanks a lot, Instructor Reen. That was a big help. We're gonna stay and study a bit longer. We'll pay you back for your help by getting good grades on the test. Okay. That's tight. Get it, girl. Aha! Kurt! Looks like you two are reviewing political ethics. Indeed, unlike other subjects, this one incorporates current events, so we thought we could study by reviewing said events. Unfortunately, all these new terms are rather confusing. I've just spent the whole time asking Kurt questions. Sorry for keeping you from your own studying. Not at all. Explaining those concepts to you is an excellent method of review for me, so please don't worry yourself. You really are a great guy. Haha! Kurt seems to be doing fine, but I might be able to help out here. Should I help these two study? Is it alright if I join you guys? I'd like to try out a quick economics quiz on you two. I see, sounds interesting. Sure, alright. Alright, let's start with you, Kurt. What is it called when the market as a whole is down, but one stock is high? I believe that's isolated gain. Good job, that's correct. Your turn, Wayne. What is it called when the market rises and falls drastically in a short time period? Violent waves? Oh, almost there, but not quite. The term is violent fluctuations, correct? Exactly. I see. Next question. Either of you can answer this. What is the term for financial gain generated through ownership of an asset? Did that question stump even you, Kurt? I've narrowed it down to two candidates. Do you happen to know the answer, Wayne? I'm not completely sure, but a term did pop into my head. Is it capital gain? Capital gain is generated by selling assets, such as stock, for more than you bought them for. Mixing these two up is a pretty common mistake. In that case, is it income gain, perhaps? Exactly. That was a tough one, but you got it. No, it's simply a process of elimination this time. Even so, good job, Kurt. We're both from Heimdall, so you're so much better at this than me. Oh, you're from the capital too, Wayne? Yeah, though technically there was a short bit when I was elsewhere. But anyway, I'm thankful Kurt's here. I pale in comparison to you, whether it's studies or practical skills, but someday I'll definitely catch up to you. I'm flattered to hear you say so, however, I will continue to hone my skills as well. They've got quite the spirited relationship. After that, a few more quiz questions were given out to help Kurt and Wayne study. Your bond with... Oh, what the fuck? It's so close. Why? I didn't expect both campuses to administer the same tests. In any case, thank you for quizzing us. It served as a good refresher. I'll give it my all, just as I always have. Glad to hear it. I'm rooting for you, Kurt. At the very least, I want to be above average. Not to be too greedy, but I want to be in the top 50. Since we don't have club activities, I intend to devote all my time to studying. Damn, girl. Get it. Oh, Instructor Reen. You all studying for the test together? Yes, we're going over things subject by subject and teaching each other the ones we know best. My specialty is the medical field. Haha, leave survival skills to me. And finally, I'm in charge of physics. Sounds like you guys got a good system going on. Well, if that was everything on the exams, then yes, but we're having some trouble with history. Well, I guess that's where I come in. Here, let me take a look. Yay, thank you. I guess it never hurts to ask. Thanks for your help. Reen gave the students some advice on history. AP increased by 2! Damn, is this gonna make up for the fucking B I got last semester? Or last, chapter? I think it was because I answered a bunch of questions wrong whenever they were quizzing me. Are you two studying orbital technology? For now, yes. I'm going to teach Tita about military science, and she's teaching me about orbments. I see. Well, it doesn't sound like there's much I can help with here. Actually, regarding the usage of orbital AEDs, if you don't mind, could we get a brief overview? I had some questions about its use outside of just basic operation. Oh yeah, I was curious about that too. Excuse me. Well, that I can help with. Leave it to me. Yay, thank you. My thanks. Reen gave advice on using technology in combat situations. AP increased by 2. Thanks so much, Instructor Reen. You helped a lot. It's really fun getting to study with someone. Tita's explanation is very easy to understand, unlike Professor Schmidt. Yeah, Professor Schmidt is the type to throw you in the middle of something. Fucking Schmidt. Okay, everybody's doing good work over here. Ooh. Are you helping these two study, Toa? Yep, sure am. These two were both a little worried about questions on politics, not to mention all the recent changes in the political landscape. The dissolution of the House of Representatives and the House of Peers, the establishment of the Central Diet, and the 8 Metropolis Plan. It all sounds like some foreign language. I feel your pain. If you have the time, would you mind helping us out, Reen? There's only so much I can cover on my own. Yeah, sure thing. Reen helped Toa give the students advice on political ethics. AP increased by 2. Okay. There's no way they're gonna make us do 4 days, so like, what the fuck? Valerie, what are you doing here? Is there a problem? No, I was just wondering why you weren't studying for exams. Everyone else has gotten together and started studying their weakest subjects. Must I do the same thing as everyone else? Besides, exams are for measuring your average knowledge. If you cram the day before, it's not a proper measurement. Well, I suppose, but I thought that Valerie had opened up a little since when she first got here, but I guess she's still just as aloof as ever. Oh yeah, you joined the Modern Music Club, right? How's that been going? Well, that reaction says it all. Are you having some trouble with the club? Let's say I am. What does it matter to you? I'd appreciate if you quit prying into my personal matters. I've got nothing to talk with you about. Is that so? Help her out. Gotta talk to Pablo and Gustav. I don't want to talk to Mise. Pablo? What the fuck, dog? Hey, Pablo. Hey, Instructor Reen, can I help you with something? I wanted to ask you about Valerie. Did something happen in Modern Music Club? Oh, that. I got into a pretty big fight with her. We haven't talked since. How did it start? I asked her to be on vocals. Vocals? Aye, she never sings in front of people. But I've heard her sing to herself a few times, and her voice is just too good. So I asked her to take over on vocals, even just once, you know? She was nigh having it, though. I got a wee bit pissed, and next thing you know, we were going at it. I see. Come to think of it, I've heard her singing too. I clearly remembered that she had a nice voice. I know she doesn't want to be in the spotlight, but I just think it'd be a big waste of talent if she didn't. I know I went overboard myself, though. Problem is, I can't figure out how to make things right. Yeah, I'm gonna go talk to her one more time. Can you wait a little longer? Instructor Reen, cheers, I appreciate it. Now I see what's going on. I should go talk with the staff. Randy. Hey, Reen. Oh, hello, Randy. Are you teaching military studies? Yeah, well, Sydney was about to head out. Jeez, he's still got potential. Kid shouldn't give up so easily. I was planning on studying some more tonight. I just figured I should relax for a bit first. He's lying. You better just give in. Haha. He's offering to lend you a hand. Just say aye and be done with it. Fine. Randy, would it be alright if I help too? We may need to get a little rough with Sydney. Oh yeah? Sounds great to me. Why do these things always... Reen and Randy gave the students advice on military studies. AP increased by 2. I don't want to talk to you guys at all. Ooh, no one's down here? Damn. Oh, because there are no club activities. Shit. That's Ash. Oh, he's playing chess? He's not supposed to play chess. That's not his club. Ooh, sneezing. Holy crap. Gustav? Hey, Gustav, can we talk? Instructor Reen, what is it? I wanted to ask you about Valerie. I heard she got into a big fight with Pablo. I wasn't there when it happened, but yeah, it seems so. And Valerie hasn't shown up to practice since then. Somehow I knew this would happen eventually. Why's that? Well, Valerie's the kind of person who shies away from the spotlight. But because of her personality, but because of her upbringing. Oh? Valerie always seemed to carry herself like a noble. Sometimes she almost reminds me of Muse and Tatiana. Yeah, I get the same impression from her. Nobles are extremely rare in Northumbria these days. I wonder if she grew up being resented by those around her. It's possible, but this is all just speculation. Good point. I'd need to ask her directly. Thank you, Gustav. That was a big help. Don't mention it. I didn't actually do much. I think I've got a better grasp on the situation now. Probably go talk with Valerie again. Gustav is a good character. He just seems like the guy who's like trying his best and like pretty much gets along with everybody, you know? And he's got cool blue hair. Instructor Schwarzer, are you still here? Yeah, I talked with Pablo and Gustav. I think you should find a way to make up with Pablo. You're such a busybody. Well, if it were just a normal argument, I wouldn't step in like this, but it seems like there's something you've been bottling up. Bottling up? Yeah, I'm sure you'll deny it, but you want to be on vocals more than anyone, don't you? That's not true. Well, sorry if I am being a busybody, but you're from a noble family in Northumbria, right? So what if I am? It's just that if that were the case, I can imagine the circumstances you must have endured. Well, you're not wrong there. Back when Northumbria was still a principality, the nobility system was still in place. After the Northumbrian disaster, the government was remade and the nobility abolished, though they kept their wealth to some extent. In a poor country like ours, children born into wealth and comfort were, of course, victims of envy and spite. Valerie. And on top of that, I have another secret. The truth is, my family is related to the former Grand Prince of Northumbria, Balmund. The former Grand Prince? I'm sure you know the story. You're a history teacher, after all. Grand Prince Balmund, the traitorous ruler who fled Northumbria during the disaster 28 years ago. Apparently, any family with connections to him is a family of devils, mine included. How could they say such a thing? I came here intending to keep that a secret, but I don't care anymore. Anyway, it's probably best you not get involved with a devil, so please, instructor, just leave me be. I can't do that. Damn, who's crying? Valerie, how come you didn't tell me sooner? It's just not fair for someone who's done nothing wrong to be treated like that. Hey, how long were you two here? We were pretty much here the whole time, sorry. Pablo and I were just worried, though. The school is just full of busybodies. But fine, I'll let you two know as well. Nothing good will come from associating with me, so... Don't be daft! Huh? Yeah, hearing that stuff made me angry. Family of devils, none of that matters in the world of rock. Aye, come to think of it, it might even come in handy. Rock's all about the soul, your upbringing doesn't have anything to do with it. Here, Valerie, it's about time you quit bottling it all up. Take those emotions and light a fire to them. Let them blow right up. He means they want to play some rock music with you now. Alright then, I'll go get the key to the art room. You get me, Instructor Reen. Hey, what are you... Damn, we gonna hear Valerie's rockin' ass music? Oh shit! How did it end up like this? Haha, no use whining about it. You just gotta do it. I know, screw it. God, Gustav sucks at the drums. And their mouths are moving, but no words are coming out. was brilliant! Your music was almost entrancing. I'd say it was pretty darn close to professional sounding.
Flattery won't get you anywhere.
No need to be so shy. That was a square 1,000 times better than any lyrics that fall out of my gob. So from now on, all you'll be focusing on vocals. Is that alright with you, Valerie?
Fine, whatever.
It's too fine for me to back out anymore anyway. The secret's out now. Does that mean you'll agree to it? Yeah, I give up. Yes! Get in there! I get the feeling things are only gonna get more fun from here on. Have to admit, this is a big relief. Yes, I can finally focus on studying for the test. Hey, I can help you guys study if you want. That'd be a massive help, actually. It sure would. Thanks, Valerie. The Modern Music Club's finally made up. Everybody's fucking psyched for modern music. Okay. Oh, I didn't talk to Gina. Shit. Alright, Daisy, what's up? Remember our little promise? The one we made for after the midterms were over? Oof, can I believe I almost forgot about a good sesh on the juice? Mind handling the particulars while I work on the schedule? Certainly. The fuck does that mean? I'm thinking about gathering all the Thor's graduates that are here for a cheeky bevy once tests are done with. Ideally, you'd be able to make it as well, but you're always so busy. Sorry, I'll probably have tons of grading to do. Can I get a rain check? Nay, bother. I'll just gather up anyone that can make it. Your main priority is the test, so I'll let you focus on that.
He's a shout, and I'll get you what you need.
He's a shout. Alright. Got it. That's 5 Mishis. So we need 7.
Hope to see you again.
For what's her fuck. How's my sister doing? Blah, blah, blah. No one cares. Okay. Ba-da-da-ba-da-ba-ba. Oh, Altina and Luis, are you guys studying here? Yes, we're reviewing music for the art class exam. It seems there will be a listening portion of the test. We're studying for it outside so we don't bother anyone. I see. Art is quite a difficult subject. Factual questions are fine, but I can't handle subjective ones. I actually have a harder time remembering all the dates and names for the factual questions. Let's help each other out, Allie. Yes, please. It's true that questions that require opinions or emotion are difficult for Altina. Maybe I can help her and Luis with their studying. Dude, you know it. I don't know a whole lot about music myself, but maybe there's something I can do to help you two study. Really? Yes, please. So both of you are worried about the listening part of the exam. Oh my, yes, it's mostly that we have no idea what sort of questions we'll have to answer for it, so we'll be listening to a bunch of different kinds of pieces. I don't have any trouble naming the chords, tempos, or names of the pieces, but in class we've been asked for our impressions of songs. And when that happens, I'm completely lost, so I've been asking Luis what her impressions of the songs are. I don't think that's really the spirit of the question. I do feel a bit guilty about it. But wait, I'm sure the principal will have already predicted this. Meaning? In other words, there's a good chance she's written questions that memorization will not help you answer. Because of that, I think it would be best for you to sharpen your creative sensibilities, Altina. Oh, I see. How do I do that? Well, listening to a bunch of different pieces and coming up with impressions is a good start. But you can't just get Luis's answers. You need to think about how they make you feel, Altina. I'll join you, so maybe if we keep at it, it'll help you out on the exam. I suppose it's worth a try. That's our instructor Reen for you. The three of them listened to many songs and discussed each of their impressions. The bond with Altina strengthened. God fucking damn it. Thank you for the help. I learned quite a bit. All I can do now is try my best. So who the fuck is this? Ooh, Celestine. The students all seem to be working hard to prepare for their first exams, though perhaps that's a matter of course. This is their chance to show how much they've learned since enrolling here, which makes it my duty to bring out the best in all of them. Speaking as an instructor, I can't thank you enough for that. I heard that you offer them studying tips and even bring them late-night snacks. That is correct. I don't mean to overstep my bounds, of course, but I can't help but see my young master in every last one of them. I can relate. Sometimes I look at the class and feel those same little pangs of nostalgia. So before the exams kick off tomorrow, allow me to thank you for everything you've done for them, Celston. Certainly, it is a true privilege. Okay, so I just gotta go to the hangar. Yeah, it's weird because, like, there are no second years at this school, so, like, the year after this, there will be so many more students at the school, which is kind of cool. Exams, huh? Boy, am I glad I'm not a student anymore. If you want, I could try and help you study. Just be warned, orbital science is the only thing I'm any good at, so buyer beware. And the jury's kind of out on that one, too. I tried borrowing one of Tita's books and got dizzy trying to read it. Man, weren't you a second year at the main campus until like 6 months ago? Maybe. I swear.
I mentioned to get started. See you later.
See you later. Are these the remains of the white ion? I was able to get a decent sample. This sample is better than the ones from Sutherland and Crossbell, but it will still take quite some time for me to analyze it. Is that so? I mean, its abilities were intense. Spatial annihilation, moving the railway cannons. It's safe to say the culmination of the Society's Gordius series. The last I heard, its development stalled out 2 years ago, but we may need to revise our understanding. In any event, your Tachi has been repaired. Check it to make sure it's as sharp as you remember. Okay, thank you, Professor. To be honest, I thought it was going to be the end of me. I was somehow able to endure it with that mana blade thing. It was probably some mana feedback that went through the Divine Knight, but it's not reliable. Don't expect it to happen again. Yeah, you're right. Anyway, thank you very much. Can't believe it's already this late, huh? The sky looks kind of strange. I'll need to prep for the exam before I head back today. Once I'm done with everything I need to do, I'll head back to the faculty lounge. The sky looks strange. What? Oh, it sure does. But it looks like brown, and then when you scroll up, it gets more black. Guess we'll save there. Huh. I am led to believe that this game's ending is buck-ass wild, and that it may or may not end on a wildly huge cliffhanger. So I'm very curious. Should I start my final preparations for the exams? Reen looked over the exams for tomorrow and saw the students off campus. After one final check to make sure everything was locked up, he prepared to head back to the dorm. Looks like it's only sprinkling, but still, I'm glad I brought this umbrella. All the students are gone now, so maybe I'll...
Oh no! I didn't think it was raining this hard.
Toa! No! Walk under Reen's umbrella! That's... Toa!
Oh, Reen! Was it your turn to lock up today? Thanks for taking care of things.
No problem. Here, do you need an umbrella? We can share mine.
It's okay. It's not raining that hard.
Either we share the umbrella or I hand it over to you, whichever you'd prefer.
That's not fair. You're not giving me much of a choice. Fine. You win. We'll share the umbrella. Just don't get your shoulder wet from trying to give me more cover, okay?
No worries. After all, you're so
I wonder what you were about to say.
You used to be so much more straightforward and innocent, and now you're giving me impossible choices like this. You've grown up in a bad way. Sorry, but knowing you, you gave your umbrella to a student in need, and then lied to them about having a spare so they wouldn't feel guilty. Were you watching? No, I just knew you wouldn't forget to bring an umbrella, and it started raining so suddenly, it's an easy situation to imagine. Jeez, you're banned from making weirdly accurate guesses like that too. Reen, you're still only 20. You should stand to be a little more innocent. Even though we're colleagues, don't forget I'm still a year older than you. Got it. But I think going through all that changed me a bit. Huh? Nothing. Sorry, let's head back. Or did you need to stop by somewhere first? No, I'm fine. I'm going straight home. Excuse me. So the political economics exam is with Vice Principal Heinrich from the main campus? Yes, his expertise was a big help in making the exam. You're in charge of history and combat skills, right? Yeah, I worked with Instructor Beatrix and one of the new instructors at the main campus. Seemed like they were just as maniacally busy as we are here. I suppose it's no wonder after Principal Van Dyke and Instructor Thomas both left, but Instructor Makarov and Instructor Mary are still there and giving it their all. But this really brings me back. 2 years ago, Instructor Sarah and Instructor Nightheart were there giving exams too. Yeah, it seems like just yesterday. It feels like all the recent government policies are really putting a focus on the military. Nevertheless, it's reassuring to know that our old instructors are still at it, doing everything they can. That's true. Yeah, I'm gonna have to work hard to catch up to all of them. By the way, Angie and George are both back in Erebonian now. Oh yeah, that's right. Are they both in Rower right now? Yes, I believe so. But they must be busy. I can't get in touch with either of them. And thinking about those two makes me a little jealous. It's clear how much they mean to each other. Huh? Well, sure, but... Yeah, but his name is Georg, and he might have shot her to death, okay? Toa, don't be jealous. George isn't really Angelica's, type, right? Then again, considering the way they were dancing together at the bonfire after the school festival, well, they've known each other for a long time, so maybe it's just reading too much into it. But still, I can't help but feel like their relationship is just a little different from just two friends. The difference in their social classes might be a problem for some, but if something did happen between them, I'd be the first to congratulate them. I think Crow would have felt the same way. Yeah, he'd probably congratulate them then tease them relentlessly. He would do that. Reen, you know you don't need to worry about your family or that mass person all on your own, right? If you ever need to talk, you've got not only the old Class 7 and Instructor Sarah, but the members of the new Class 7 as well. And of course, I'm always willing to lend an ear too. Toa. Do you happen to know about my father? Yeah, a little bit. I didn't hear it from Class 7 or Sarah or anything like that, but judging from Major Claire's behavior, I can make a guess. I see. Oh, looks like it cleared up.
Wow.
You can see the stars shining so clearly
Yeah,
now.
maybe the clouds all got blown away? Thanks for helping me out. Reminds me of when we went shopping together as students.
Oh wow, that feels like ages ago. That was when you helped me figure out what to do for the school festival.
And then I showed you the video of our concert from the year before. Oh, wait. Let's just forget about that.
Well, I doubt I'll ever be able to forget the sight of you in that outfit.
Reen, you're such a meanie.
But jokes aside, can we talk more sometime? I'd like to tell you some things. Things like my father, about what happened at the Infernal Castle, about what happened after you graduated. I want you to know the whole story from start to finish.
Of course. I'd love that.
So are we gonna do anything here? Are they gonna ask us questions? Because it, like, some of them were highlighted in red. The next day saw the start of the 4-day-long exams for both Thor's main campus and its branch campus. If they do ask us questions, I'm definitely cheating. In the events leading up to the War of the Lions in 947, which Prince declared himself the next emperor following the assassination of Crown Prince Manfred. Oh, we just learned this from the instructor Reen a few days ago. Oh, fucking A, dog. I don't know. I'm getting all the AP this time. They're not fucking me over. Cold Steel 3. Midterms. Hold up. Fourth Prince Orthos. This is the right answer for sure. We're gonna beat Cedric the Entertainer on this fucking exam. Which of the following statements about the effects of gyroscopic spin on bullets is true? This is it. Bullet spinning clockwise skews right. That would actually make sense. Easy. Choose the most efficient way of moving a squad during the siege battle. Easy. Fourth option. While engaging, attack from behind. Obviously, it's this one. What is the term for profit generated via selling stocks and bonds? Instructor went over this with us just yesterday. I think that was capital gain, right? Yes. Well, that was easy. This part of the exam will be a listening test. Give a name to this song based on what you hear. That's not really a test, is it? That just sounds like a fun exercise. Just as Instructor Reen said, this part is interesting. Give this song a name. Look to the Sky is the correct answer. That's what popped into my head. Well, I guess I'll just go with it. During a disaster, ensuring a source of clean water is imperative. Which of these is the correct order to create a water filter? Left is the lowest layer. Oh, we learned this from Instructor Reen not that long ago. I'm not feeling all that confident. I should be able to narrow down the answers. I cannot afford to get this wrong. What a pain in the ass. Cloth. Charcoal, sand, pebbles. Alright, I got this one for sure. I'm a little surprised I remember that. Pretty sure that's right. Thank you, Instructor Reen. Got it. Thus, the week of exams came to a close without incident. While some students felt unease at the thought of their scores, most reveled in the sense of freedom that can only come after exams are over. And by the principal's decree, a special class was held that afternoon to allow the students to relax and celebrate the end of their exams.
Not a bad view.
Ooh, Ash is in there. Damn. Look at Principal Le Guin's swimsuit. That shit's buck-ass wild. It's got like a neck strap on. It's like what would be a one-piece, but is a two-piece.
Don't forget, we are still in the middle of class.
Instructor Reen, please help me work on my swimming form.
Muse? Hey! Why are you trying to drag him into the changing room?
40 Arch. This time for sure.
What a nice little pool party.
Agreed. Everyone sure is lively.
I'm sure they need to unwind after how hard they all worked.
However, if we're calling this a class, there should be some semblance of structure to it.
Or perhaps a competition. One we can only hold here.
I've some ice-cold drinks available for any parched throats out there.
With the festive post-exam mood in the air, Reen and Class 7 deepened their bonds with the other classes. Eventually, Aurelia arranged for a competition between Reen, Randy, and Michael. As the competition reached its fiercest point, the special class came to an end. Exams and then swimming? I'm mentally and physically exhausted. However, you seem to have enjoyed yourself. We saw an incredible matchup, so I'd say it was a successful lesson. Ooh, cheesecake? God, I want cheesecake. I always want cheesecake. How did I end up here too? Jeez, we're in the same class, so at least try to pretend you like to hang out with us sometimes. Tita, Yuna, this cheesecake you two made is simply divine. Goes well with Mr. Celestin's iced coffee, too. Agreed, it's incredible. I dare say you could open up a shop. Aw, you think? It really isn't that hard to make. It's cool and light, perfect for the hot summer weather. Tomorrow's a free day, but then next weekend we've got field exercises, and I heard Panzer Soldat training's on Wednesday. Seems like they usually tell us where the field exercises are on Soldat training day, but if we're shipping out next weekend, it's gonna be real short notice this time. Maybe the exam screwed with the schedule. That's right, we need more time to prepare. Perhaps they're making things more difficult for us since we've gotten used to the pace. Still, only 2 days to prepare is a bit too difficult. Well, I suppose we've no choice but to wait until Wednesday to find out. And that will also be the day we'll find out our exam results. Well, so it makes sense then, because they're probably just going to Heimdall, and since it's so close, they probably don't really have to prepare. Don't remind me. I make so many mistakes. I'm actually looking forward to seeing the rankings. The exams are over and done with. No sense fretting over them now. Well, look at you, Mr. Honors Student. Of course you wouldn't be worried. Aren't you just as confident about your results, Ash? I'm just gonna go full throttle tomorrow so I don't think about my score. Oh wait, we've got keep training too, huh? Yes, though it will depend on the professor, but I would definitely like to participate. I need to keep my senses honed. Agreed. The Naval Fortress proved very effective for that. That makes it even more regrettable that we are unable to join the instructor's team. Well, I know we're nowhere near their level, but, everyone. Alright, speaking of the keep, there was something I wanted to ask all of you in Class 7. Ooh, great job, everyone. Their answers are written so well. I can tell they really understood everything. I don't want to start sounding like Instructor Thomas, but as an instructor, seeing this couldn't make me happier. Tomorrow's a free day, and we've got our briefing at 3 p.m. They're going to address the short amount of prep time we're being given. It would make sense if the location was... No, don't jump to conclusions. Oh yeah, cheesecake! Oh wow, this is really good. Yuna and Tita really outdid themselves with this no-bake cheesecake, they called it. No-bake cheesecake. It's 8:30 and I've made some good progress with my grading. Maybe I should go out and cool off for a bit. Obtained Thor's armband. Okay. I have to take a bathroom break. So, let me do that. It should be quick, just enough time to go to the bathroom.